Hey everyone, so I thought I'd do a comparison here between two, well, a subcompact and more of a sub-subcompact. They're different class guns, but it's still a relevant comparison, I think. Well, might find it interesting. Now, what I want to do is I want to go and put the Sig P365 California version against the Glock 27, the 40 caliber subcompact. It's a subcompact class. Now, so yes, apples and apples would be probably the G43 9mm Glock, which is a very subcompact like this. It's more 1-to-1, but this is a California comparison, so you guessed that the G43 is not on the California roster. So the closest thing to a carry gun, as in a Glock, would probably be the G26, but it's still a good comparison because you're talking about subcompacts and potential carry guns. Again, this isn't really an apples and apples, but I just thought it'd be interesting to go through some of the features of each. So first, the Sig P365. Okay, I have quite a few videos on this, so I won't go over the whole spiel again. But this is, it's small. It's very small, 10-round capacity, and all that. Before I get started here, okay, wanted to go over a couple things here. Both guns have been checked. They're unloaded. The mags have been pulled out. I checked them. I didn't want to go through this. Please don't comment on any, why are you playing with a loaded gun? You didn't check it. I checked it. So check off that box. I just didn't video it here. This is the specifically California model Sig, which again, I've done a few videos already. My point being, I realize you could mod this. You could take off some of these features, the LCI, the mag disconnect. I realize those can come off and all that, but this is a California YouTube channel. So obviously I don't condone that, nor would it be probably the wisest thing to do would be have a tutorial on how to remove the California legal features. So we'll just leave it at that. Anyway, so we can save the comments on how to fix these and turn them into a non-California version. With that being said, the Sig, it kind of is what it is. There's really, its claim to fame is really the size. It's compact. It's got a 10-round, and it's actually a double stack magazine, which is kind of very small for a double stack. Yeah, they make extensions, but we don't want to go into that. And there's really not much more to say about this. It's just, if you really want the smallest version of something with a name brand, this would be a good model. As for Glock, the Glocks are, again, this has been checked. The Glocks are a little different, where it's a dual stack also. This one is a Glock 27. Now, if I had a Glock 26 Gen 3, I would have used that for this comparison, but I don't. All I had was the 27. And this is the 40 caliber Smith & Wesson size. So this is a double stack also. But as you could see, now here's the thing though. It's, you might say, well, this is a much fatter grip here, and that's how you get the 10 rounds. 9 plus 1 in the chamber, I'm sorry. So 9 rounds in here plus 1 in the chamber. The Glock 26, has almost identical external dimensions here. Almost, very close. And it's a 9mm as opposed to 40. But it's really the same size. And the funny thing is, and I mentioned this in a previous video, The 9mm Glock 26, that's a 10+1 magazine, 10+1, as opposed to 9. So you only really gain 1 round, which is 10 rounds of 9mm. The thing I like about this, if you can actually, if you chose to carry this, it's definitely carryable. It's concealable, if that's your thing. The difference are, obviously, it's got a fatter grip. Oh, and the pinky extension, it's not additional rounds, but it's just a pinky extension. This actually works on this. It's because it's a lot bigger than this, so it's very comfortable. It's it's easy to shoot. Being a 40 though, it's noticeably more snappy than the Glock 26. This, I wouldn't say it's a handful, but the 40 Smith & Wesson round is it's pretty potent compared to the 9mm. But that's good and bad thing depending on what you're using this for. So this is a roster gun, the Gen 3. It's fairly reasonable. I think it's like $600 MSRP or thereabouts. This is a little more expensive, so it depends what you want. But again, this is a California comparison, and it's personal preference. I just thought it'd be kind of an interesting thing to see side by side. So as you can see, this dwarfs it. But this is not the Glock 43. The Glock 43 external dimensions is closer to this. The Glock 43, to get this size though, it is a single stack, and the capacity, I don't know what the capacity is, but it's pretty crappy. But that's the Glock 43. The Glock 43 would compare size-wise to this. But, having the smallest dimensions isn't always the best thing, unless that's what you're looking for,